Madness in the Method. It was about 2 years between my first and second viewings of this movie because I prefer to stay away from violence in the media, don't you know? But, being a fan of Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith, here I am again to analyze this extraordinary piece of cinematic unrest. In Madness in the Method, Jason Mewes, Kevin Smith, Brian O'Halloran, and others play themselves in a fictional and disturbing storyline centering on Jason's frustration with his inability to win serious acting roles, having been typecast as a funny guy in Kevin Smith's movies. Jason obtains a rare book on method acting, and upon reading it, his life promptly spins out. The format of real celebrities in a fictional story recalls Jim Carrey's fantastic novel, written with co writer Dana Vachon, who Carrey had the class to acknowledge, Memoirs and Misinformation. I highly recommend that unhinged and scarily probable book for all adult readers. Spoiler, Kanye West is in it. It's fucking hysterical. Back to Madness. I couldn't find any stills of the spectacular performance of Terry Hatcher as Jason's agent, but I must give it a nod. It was rather hilarious. Brian O'Halloran gets to show some serious acting chops here, and the way he submits himself to the unthinkable events of the plot of this film was wake-giving, to say the least. I met Brian O'Halloran once at Comic Con circa 2005 that I had attended with my then boyfriend. I went through a line where folks were getting autographs, and when I saw Brian, I complimented him on his appearance, suggesting he must have been working out. I know, so shameless. My face is actually red right now. Actually, it's red all the time, but that's another issue. He seemed to enjoy the compliment. My then boyfriend remarked afterward that Brian O'Halloran appeared to be attracted to me. That basically made him my celebrity boyfriend, but not anymore, as I'm now a happily married woman. Madness and the Method is something of a perverted vehicle, which illustrates its own point by giving typecast actors an opportunity to correct their own limits. In the high stakes arena of mass perception and the fickleness of Hollywood, it's almost as if these actors weren't allowed to play different people because no one believed they could, so instead they decided to play themselves in a different way to force their range in your face. I mean, I don't like to watch violent movies, but Jason Mewes in the lead pulled me right in and kept me there. Snookins, you muppet. To fix this movie, since that is my excuse for writing movie reviews, I found a bit that happens when Kevin Smith tells Jason about the method acting book, sympathizing with his friend's perception problems. When Kevin discusses method actors from history, he recalls Jared Leto's method approach to Joker and then admits that perhaps the approach isn't always successful. I just don't understand how we can talk about that without relating Heath Ledger's death in conjunction with method acting the same character. Did someone prevent them from mentioning Heath? Considering how dark the story of Madness is, I don't see how Heath's story could be too intense to mention. If anything, it underlines the danger of method acting, and Madness in the Method is fraught with danger. Or maybe they trusted their audience to be aware of the tragic case of Heath Ledger without having to recount it. That would actually make sense, moving right along. The existence of this type of movie, for these actors to play themselves, immortalizing their painful interpersonal problems, and to put acts so grisly on their own names in film, is something beyond the typical range of movies, in my opinion anyway. Madness in the Method not only stretches its actors' ranges, but it stretches the range of cinema as an art form. These people are doing raucous deeds like Greek gods up there, things most people wouldn't have the ability or inclination to do, much less get away with. In that actors play themselves in a new and shocking way, this film also brings to mind I'm Still Here, which I wrote about in another post. I'll make a video about that later. Of course, for anyone who has seen both films, Joaquin Phoenix's antics are pretty cute and cuddly as compared with Madness. But who better than Jason Mewes to fill Joaquin Phoenix's remarkable shoes? LOL. Right. So, what do y'all think about movies where actors play themselves with their own name? I mean, it's not like it's never been done before. I mean, I don't know, Larry David, Ellen. It's countless. But for them to be putting like really illegal stuff in their own names, I feel like that's kind of a different animal. What do you think? Oh, by the way, when I met Kevin Smith, I said this to him. I said, like, wow, this is really crazy that you guys put all your personal stuff out there and you did the story in your own names. He said, well, it was mostly fictional. So there you have it. What do you think?